Let's go ahead because the time is getting late. Let's jump into this battle rap thing real quick. Unless there's anything else sports wise you want to jump into.
No, I think I'm good. I don't know if you're still wanting to talk about Kevin Durant, but if it's not, we can.
I'll say. So I just want to touch on this real quick, and you can chime in if you want to or not.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Durant, man, like this dude is king petty, super, super petty. So he's on with Wallow and Gilly, and they ask him his 5 favorite basketball players he's ever played with, right? So he says, well, he starts off with Kyrie and Harden, which, I mean, I'm not sure he's played 50 games with Kyrie yet.
Right.
Obviously, him and Harden have the OKC connection. Then he says Steph, Clay. Then he pauses for a second and then goes, Ibaka.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so Wallow and Gilly like, dang. Like, what? Like, what's up? You couldn't, I mean, what? And he's like, what, forget somebody? He's like, well, Russ, like you played with the guy for 9 years. Like, how could you?
Oh, I thought they were referring to Connor Ashley.
Right. No, I mean, Nick Collison. Maybe Nick Collison was the guy he forgot about.
Yeah, there you go. DJ
and so, he's like, oh, yeah, Russ, that's right. My bad. I'll move, Ibaka out for Russ, and then I'll make Russ 4th and Clay 5th. And I'm like, bro, really, fam? Like, first of all, your list is your list. Number one, like, I really don't begrudge people your list. I really don't. But, like, how do you play with Russ for 9 years? Y'all were a 3-1 lead away from the finals. Y'all made the finals. Like, I hate to use analogy. Y'all went to war together. But you can't put Russ in your top 5. And then the excuses people made. Oh, well, you just put a guy on the spot. It's hard to remember everybody. Come on, fam. No, it's not really hard to remember that you played with a future MVP, one of the best players of his generation, one of the best athletes. And my thing is if he didn't want to put Russ on there, at least stand on it. Like, because the second argument was, well, he said favorite, not best. And I'm just thinking, bruh, like, even still, I don't think if you said best, he was going to put Russ on there until they called him on it. And he's just like, come on, KD, bury the hatchet, bro. Let it go. Like, Russ is we're talking to the Russell Westbrook apologists right now. Understand this. But, like, let it go. Like, either put the dude on your list or leave him out and be like, I said what I said. Like, Russ was a great guy to play with, but I enjoy playing with these guys more.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying from KD. If you don't feel like he's one of your 5, like, it's your list. But at least stand on it. Don't be like, I got somebody. Like,
it's not even like petty. Like, it's just like kind of corny, honestly. Like, I don't even know, like, because there's not like I guess there's always an ongoing little, like, whatever back and forth, but like, it's not fresh or anything. So it's just kind of like, why are we still on this? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Bro, I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm just like, I don't know if Russ like continue. Like, I know the talk has been, well, they were only work friends and that was it. And it's just like, okay, and like, he's still a great, like, I have people that most of the people I work with, I don't associate with outside of work. That doesn't mean that I won't sit here and be like, yo, these 5 people are the best coworkers I've ever had when it comes to
right.
So that's all I'm saying. The other thing I say about KD is I do hope his mental is good because the Nets, they're suffering through all these injuries. KD has a thigh contusion. He's missed a lot of games this year. And he just can't seem to get right health-wise. And one thing I know about these athletes is, one, they're creatures of habit. And when they go through these continual nagging injuries, it messes with their mental. So I do hope, despite my criticism, I do hope that his mental is okay. I do hope that he's doing okay and he's able to deal with the mental side of trying to come back from all these injuries and dealing with those injuries. But come on, KD, like, come on, fam. You got to be better than that, bro.
Yeah, you got to
be better than that. And JC, I don't know. I won't call KD a snake. But I mean, like, he's just super petty. And he just refuses to let stuff go. And I think he's got to let whatever happened between him and Russ, unless Russ tried to, like, sleep with his girl or something, or, like, like, say something about his mom, like, you got to let that go, bro. You got to move on. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Y'all hit us up, IG, Twitter, Facebook, @Brands&Bars. How do you feel about KD leaving Russ momentarily out of his favorite 5? He left him out of his MySpace 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't.
He took him off the top 8.
He took him off the top 8. You know what I'm saying? So All right, let's jump into this battle rap thing, man. So real quick, I want to say before we jump into the UM3 predictions, I just want to say one of the things I learned over the past week is that battle rap is in great shape. You know, there's a lot of weirdos in battle rap. There's a lot of weirdo stuff that goes on in battle rap that makes you go, man, oh my God, like where's this culture headed? But we got to go to the East Coast last week, went to Jersey. Your battle versus XL went down. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I just want to say shout out to all the great people that I was able to meet out there. Obviously, you know all these people. You're cool with all these people. I know the whole guest thing in hip hop and in the culture is always tossed around. I always say I feel like a guest simply because I did not like y'all talk about battle rap like, oh man, I remember the first 4-bar setup, man. Like I feel like that's what y'all do when y'all get together. Is y'all have this incredible memories. Y'all talk about all these things that unless you were there from the beginning, you have to be there to understand it. I wasn't. I came and became a battle rap fan when you got into the culture. When not got into the culture, but once you started actively battling. And so, you know, shout out to iBattle, bucket list thing for me to be able to attend an event there. I can see why Lex goes as hard for that brand and that company as he does. It's a real family feel to it. You know, between the fans and the battlers and the people who are running the event, super, super dope. Although I was afraid I was going to get the event shut down. I think when the police showed up outside, I don't remember grazing the locker. I don't remember grazing the locker. I was talking to my wife. I was over by the lockers, or by the little gate things. And then police pull up, and I'm like, oh, God, if they shut this event down, like, no, please don't shut it down. Please
Dog, you was trying to throw me an alley-oop, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. I see what you were trying to do.
But yeah, shout out to those guys, man. I really appreciate it being there. The event was dope. All the battles are dope. They're out on iBattle now on VOD. You can either purchase the entire event or single battles for $5. Yep. So, you know, go and support them this weekend. I battle in Gates of the Garden, having I'm trying to think of a name to call it. This is like the SummerSlam WrestleMania of battle rap events with all the battles they got going on this weekend. You'll be there taking on Polo. So that goes down this weekend in Atlanta. Then after that, trying to think the next day, I get to hang out with Real Deal, who greatest story, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, one of the greatest storytellers in battle rap. XQZ, The Source, hung out with him for a little bit. Mad Flex, very nice people, very cool people to be around. We go to Champion. First of all, shout out to Jay Black.
Yep.
As seen on Champion. Shout out to Jay Black. Jay Black, you know what I'm saying? Like Jay Black, we show up to do Champion, and he says, you want to be on the show? And I'm like, not expecting that. Super nervous to be there. The first time I talked, I really did need some water because I got cotton mouth because I was super nervous. I was excited to be there. Again, bucket list stuff to be on his platform. One of the best episodes of Restore Order I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Part of. Shout out to Suede and Ike P, Ill Will. Nice to chop it up with him a little bit.
Heavy bags.
Heavy bags. I tried to politely ask Uncle Rod to come on the show. He politely declined. But I do hope that somebody, I think he said that 15 Minutes of Fame is headed towards their 15-year anniversary. I do hope that someone is able to get him, who's closer to him, who knows him a little bit better than I do, will be able to get him to sit down and do an interview. He said he's only done like 2 in his entirety of his career. I think he's got a lot of stories, a lot of gems he could pass on to us that the culture needs. So shout out to them. Again, a really fun event. And JC, you know, I book a war. I will come out to a No Coast event. You know what I'm saying? I think was it Real Deal who tried to get us to the best of No Coast? Was that the best of No Coast video?
Yeah.
So I mean, just a really fun time, really great time. And I was really happy to be a part of that and everything that entails. So with that being said, as seen on Champion, 50 Bullets would like
red shirt guy.
Hey, so he dropped the second half of the UM3 discussion, right?
Oh, he did?
So I went through the comments and somebody goes, hey, that looks like Mickey Fats.
Let's go. Two YTG comparisons, bro.
Oh
You're
my gosh, man.
YTG now. You are 100 bullets and Mickey Fax doing a fusion dance.
Hilarious. So like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Like, shout out to I really go to the comments just to see who's slandering me and what they're saying. So shout out to Jay Black. Shout out to Champion, man. Let's get into this UM3 John. Also, let me shout out France. Got a chance to hang out with him a little bit too.
Yep.
That weekend. Let's Talk Battle Rap is having, if you want to throw in a parlay bet, $5.
Yep, $5 wins you $1,000.
$5 could get you $1,000. You got to hit all 8 winners, though. Which we'll talk about this as we go along. Let's go ahead and jump into this now. Cortez versus Official. Who you got?
Oh, my answers change like every other day, man. I don't even remember who I picked last week. There's only a few battles that I think are clear winners, and this is not one. I did hear Cortez say, I don't know if I want to say it.
Did he say it? Did he say it like on a platform?
No, when we were outside at the iBattle event.
Okay, yeah.
So, I'll just say this much. I think Cortez has the ability to pull an upset, you know? So I'm gonna take Cortez with the quote unquote upset, if you call it that, with the win over Official.
Yeah, it will be an upset because I think people are expecting Official to win. I think there's a lot of slander on Cortez's name right now. You know, I mean, they have him losing. Basically, it's like his last 3 battles, right? They have him losing to Rum. They have him losing to Easy. Maybe last 2. Oh, and Quest McCody, right? Mm-hmm. So they have him losing his last 3 battles on the URL platform. And so, you know, I think that people don't believe in him right now. And just kind of doing some research on the first Ultimate Madness tournaments, like I think there have been we're averaging 2 upsets per tourney, right? Okay. So if you're trying to hit this 8 battler parlay, right, you're going to have to take some risks and choose some upsets and also hit the 50-50 coin flip battles. And to me, this is one where I think Cortez pulls the upset. I think Official is an incredible puncher. And so, and with the 2-minute time limit, 2:30 grace period, like it gives her a chance to put a bunch back to back. But I'm going to take Cortez beating Official for my first upset. Let's jump into the next, Joan. Let's see. Let me get down there. Geechee Gotti versus Riggs.
Yeah, I got Gotti winning this. I think it'll be a close match. I think Riggs will come out and put on I think it'll be one of those performances from Riggs where it's like, you might have lost, but like we want to see you again soon. So I think you'll see Riggs like on maybe a super fight card or something like that after the tournament, just based off how good he's been this year too. But $100,000 on the line. He's really, really good when he applies himself, and I think that he'll apply himself, and I think he'll win.
All right, I got Riggs. Oh no, sorry, I was thinking in my head what I was going to say. I got Geechee. I think Riggs is a dark horse, though. I think Riggs, if Gotti has one of those rounds like he had against Math Hoffa where his second was kind of, I think Riggs, granted, he just battled Flacco. That's his last battle. He's had time to sit prepare for this. Like, I think he's going to come, like you said, he's been on a I don't want to say career high run, but he's been really, really impressive to start the year. And if Gotti messes around, all it takes is a very
losable battle.
Mess up one round and then Riggs takes one more. We can be talking. That you want to talk about brackets ruined. Throw it in the trash if Riggs wins this battle. And that's big motivation for him as well, because he's going to be a heavy underdog.
Can I tell you I shed a tear when I saw Geechee Gotti in the tournament?
Why?
Because right now the only clear loss that he has is A Ward, and now no matter what, if he doesn't win the tournament, I'm going to share that with somebody else.
That's hilarious, yo. All right, Jerry West versus Swamp.
I got Jerry West. Winning that. I think it's kind of a coin flip battle. I think Swamp. He needs it more than Jerry West does. I think Swamp has kind of become a little bit forgotten since he, beat New Jersey Twerk. So I think that the battle is huge for Swamp to win. If he doesn't, I think that he could kind of fall down into like he Swamp was on his way to maybe being like a borderline top tier, kind of like what Easy's doing right now. He was doing what Easy's doing before, so definitely needs the win. But I got Jerry West. I got Jerry West as a possible winner of the whole tournament. So
I'm gonna take West. But I'm not confident in the pick, not because I'm not confident in Jerry West and the battler that he is, but like you said, I think there's a lot on the line for both of them. Like, I feel like we haven't seen West in a while. I'm trying to think the last.
When he 30 Danny? Didn't he 30 Danny whenever Loso battled EK? Is that when that?
Was that a battle? Did that happen? I got to look that up. Like, I honestly don't remember the last time I saw Jerry West. Like, I'm thinking, I don't remember the last time I saw Jerry West. Like, I'm actually on the URL app right now, like trying to look this up to see if I can find out.
Yeah, remember Danny had like steam coming off his head, and I think Jerry West 30'd him.
So that was a volume. Was that the volume, Joe?
No, that was the anniversary joint with Loso and EK.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at it now. Okay, yeah. You're right. So he's been sitting for a minute, but I do think for both of these guys, like, these are big plates because if whoever loses, like, I just feel like you're not going to hear from them again for another 3 or 4 months on the platform. So I'm going to take Jerry West, but I wouldn't be surprised if Swamp won.
Yeah.
All right. Jack Boy versus T-Top.
T-Top. Next.
I want to go Jack Boy here.
So this is your second upset.
This is my second upset. I'm going to go Jack Boy here, winning this battle. So I don't have a whole lot to add to it. Like I said, I think you said it as seen on Champion. I think that you said that if an angle for T-Top, maybe he can't get it executed in the time limits, or if it doesn't hit within the time limit. And if Jack Boy, can show, I said if he can show some personality, take some angles, and I think Jack Boy can be kind of unorthodox at time. This is my second upset.
Yep.
All right. Sirius Jones versus Rum Knitty.
Rum Knitty. I don't think there's much Sirius Jones can do with Rum Knitty.
Man, I don't be so. Rum, please don't. Granted, Rum Knitty's my favorite battle. Rum Knitty's my favorite battler, like non-horseman division. I got something to say about that in just a second, because you had a look on your face like, what do you mean Rum Knitty's your favorite battler?
Honestly. Rum Knitty and Twerk live that we watched was probably one of the best battles I've ever seen live. So,
oh my God, fam. Oh my God.
I'm not mad at that.
So real quick, I want to take a detour real quick, and we're going to come back. So, how we talked about the KD thing, right? The example I had on that was, that's if I am on someone's platform and they're talking to me about battle rap, and they say, who are your 5 favorite battlers? And I go, Rum Knitty, Ill Will, Loso, Saga. And I go, who's the 5th? And I go, oh, that's right, Easy the Block Captain.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. Like, what do you mean? You do a podcast with the guy. You travel he's your access to battle rap events, and you don't put him in your top 5. Like, anyway, so that's what I was gonna say. Dang, I didn't mean to leave that Jack Career died with his chain thing up there that long. My bad, Jack. I got you winning. But all right. Anyway, keep it moving. I got Rum Knitty, obviously, but hey, if Rum Knitty don't win this 100,000, I'm gonna be pissed off. Just because, again, he's my favorite to win the thing and one of my favorites in the culture right now. Yeah. Drugs versus Yoshi. So it's hilarious to watch back the Champion thing now, and you go, Yoshi has a pin.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. You can't tell me something that I didn't already maybe think in the first.
Yoshi, I believe you. I believe that you are doing your thing and you're doing it genuinely. That being said, I got Drugs winning. I still stand by what I said though. Like, it better not be 2-2 going to the fan vote. It better not be 2-2 going to the fan vote, because then I have a fear that Yoshi might get the dub. But I got Drugs.
Yeah, I got drugs too. I think I had Yoshi on champion. I think I picked Yoshi on champion.
Yep.
With everything that's gone on, drugs' ability to write in a short amount of time, more angles, more stuff that can really hit. Yeah.
I mean, he's got. This whole ghostwriting thing. That's a whole round.
Yeah.
Right there. Prep. And now, how did I screw? I think autocorrect got me. It says Suave in my notes, but Prep versus Suede. Shout out to Suede and Restore Order.
This is a flip a coin battle for me. I'm gonna stick with my original pick with Suave. I think Suave can kind of like maybe put Prep under his wing. Prep's just done some things like outside of the ring that I think if Suave really kind of like, talks to him or whatever, like just OG, I think he can put together some real good material. So I'm gonna take Suave with the coin flip. So
I'm not gonna be in the building for Restore Order for some time, so I'm gonna take Prep. I took Suede before. I think Prep is one of those. I think Prep could go on a Holmesy like run. Where he wins some matches and improves his stock going into the summer. So I'm gonna take Prep in this one. Last one, Twerk versus Casey J.
I got Twerk. So yeah, I just don't. Man, it's weird, man. Like I just feel like hopefully these guys, seeing as it's 100K, are in like apply myself mode. And when you apply yourself, like there's a reason why New Jersey Twerk, Geechee Gotti, Rum Knitty are like some of the best in the world. It's just that those guys have shown us a few times where they've taken their foot off the gas. So it's like in my head, I hope that these guys are, first round especially. That should be your best. I mean, unless you're trying to tuck bars for some of the other rounds or whatever, but trying to squeeze by with like some kind of strategy or whatever. But I think that as long as Twerk gets through all 3 rounds, that he should win the battle.
That's interesting because that was a strategy that Jay, the Nightwing, used right on his way to the finals against Rubando.
Yeah,
right? I mean, he even says in his third, like, I could have wrote something better, but I feel like I was going to win with this material and go to Gnome. So you're getting throwaways, right? And had Rubando not choked,
he would
have been in the finals against Fine. So, so that whole tucking bars thing, because Twerk is so dynamic, I do wonder, does it run through his mind of, I can bring up some B- material and still beat Casey?
Yeah.
I find that to be that's an interesting thought that hadn't crossed my mind. But I do have Twerk. I do think 2-minute time limits. So for example, his first round against Jay on his return was like 6 minutes long. Had some really good material in there. You're talking about you get to cut the fat from his rounds. As long as he remembers everything, it's gonna be tough to beat him.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's our UM3 first round coverage. We'll be back to break down the first round next week. Do you have any top tier cards you got tonight? Or are you good?
No, they're not with me right now. So I was running around trying to get all this set up. For some reason my internet's out, so I'm using my like Wi-Fi data, right? Or not my actual phone data. I don't know what's going on with the Google Fiber. Like they're messing everything up. So I was like running around trying to get connected and stuff. So
all right. So that's our show for tonight, man. We went super long. We normally don't go this long, but we had some draft stuff to get into. So we'll be back next week. So JC, we are going to start putting out a link for you guys to come and join us for a couple of minutes, get your takes off, talk some sports, talk some battle rap. So yes, we will make that happen pretty soon. Thank you for watching and subscribing and tuning in each week. Please remember you can check out every episode of It's a Black and White Theme by going to the podcast app of your choice or going to YouTube to watch the visual version of it. You can do that by searching at Brains and Bars. Please remember to rate, review, subscribe, like the content, and share it. I am award.com for all things award related. This weekend in Atlanta, Battle Rap Mania going down.
Road Rage.
Road Rage. Let me actually give them actual names.
Yeah, Street Hymns versus Automatic Ray, Saga versus G-Lo, me versus Polo, Eddie I Chef Trez. Is that one of them?
Eddie I Chef Trez is the main event of the Gates of the not Gates of the Garden of the iBattle event.
Should be crazy.
That should be a really fire battle. I'm probably going to try to get the pay-per-view to be tuned into that battle because those are two of my favorites as well.
And Geechee Gotti battles the day after. So he battles on the same day as me against a guy named Wise. So
that's crazy. That's crazy. So shout out to Lex. Shout out to Dre Dennis. Road Rage 3, right? That's the name of the card.
Yep.
Make sure I get it right.
Rage, yeah, 3, I think.
Road Rage 3, Gates of the Garden, iBattle crossover event. Shout out to those guys putting in work. And yeah, we will see you guys next week, man. So until next time, it's been a black
and white
thing. I'll holler at y'all.
Deuces, y'all.